So he will be joining us as our new team member. So now both the MSc course and the more recent MRes, Masters in Research in Science and Engineering in Arts, Heritage and Archaeology, will now have 2 dedicated teachers each. We expect our research and our student numbers to continue to grow, building on our success in leading, first of all, the National Science and Heritage Research Programme for the last 7 years, and now the new Centre for Doctoral Training in Science and Engineering in Arts, Heritage and Archaeology for the next 7 years. Hence the second poster. And we have at the back Selina, who is the manager of the Centre for Doctoral Training. There's Selina. And thank you for all your help today, Selina. Now this will give our new institute the opportunity to integrate teaching with cutting-edge research even more closely, thus helping us to deliver one of the key objectives of UCL's 2034 strategy, which is that closer connection between teaching and research. I think the MSc is right to be proud of its achievements, which have been well demonstrated today through the success of our alumni. And we can't claim credit for all the wonderful work that they're doing today, but we hope that we at least put them on the right path to achieving greatness. And to help us start the second decade of this, what I would like to call progressive and compelling master's course, I would like to invite Paul Bloxham from Ecclesiastical Insurance to say a few words. Paul.
It's a great pity that our facade expert has left. I was going to throw him the challenge of identifying what that facade was, and maybe we can pick up at the end of my short speech. Firstly, I'd like to thank May and UCL for the invite today. It's been fascinating listening to the practice that's gone in. We've talked a lot about the course and the course work, but the course is only really beneficial to the heritage world if the people that have gone through it go out and do practical work, and it's been great to see some examples of that work. The other thing I didn't want to go away without commenting on was the fantastic venue. Again, a great choice. I was particularly pleased to see that it's a venue that we insure, so we insure the Society of Antiquaries. And when I was having a quick look at the file, it stood out to me that the Royal Charter that they were set up under in 1751 was for the encouragement, advancement and furtherance of the study and knowledge of the antiquities and history of this and other countries. When I've listened today, there's an amazing synergy between what UCL is striving to do and what the objectives of the Royal Society of Antiquaries is. So thanks again for the invite. I'd like to spend a little bit of time just giving you an insight, because once you think of us, well, Ecclesiastical, what do they do as I've gone around, a little bit of insight about Ecclesiastical, and then talk a little bit about the relationship with UCL. Ecclesiastical Insurance Company, probably not known to that many, but founded in 1887 when churches were finding it very difficult to find fire insurance at that time. It was set up by a group of church dignitaries and has remained with the name of Ecclesiastical Insurance ever since. So that's 128 years for those of you that can do the maths. The first risk that we insured, this is pretty unique, was St Paul's. And we still insure St Paul's today, together with 51 of the other cathedrals. We don't insure Oxford, so if anybody here has a responsibility for that, you can tap me on the shoulder later, because it's wound up with the insurance of the university itself. We offer a lot more than just church insurance today, of course, so we are a financial services operation. doing risk management, doing investments, as well as insuring a wide range of other buildings. But at our heart is a desire really to provide tailored solutions for a small number of niches, of which heritage, the church, are key to that. We're also a little bit different from most of our competitors in that we're not owned by shareholders. You won't find us quoted on the stock market. What we're not here to serve is our shareholders in driving profit. We are owned ultimately by a charitable trust, the All Churches Trust. Our objective is to make profit. We are a commercial organisation in that respect, but to recycle that profit. So our objective for 2014, 15 and 16 is to drive £50 million worth of profit and give that to our parent company, All Churches Trust, for disbursement in the way of a variety of charitable grants. I don't think there are that many organisations with that philosophy, culture, vision in the UK. We have, of course, grown over time to be, I guess, probably the leading or one of the leading British-owned insurance companies. We're still owned within the UK. A lot of our insurers, for those of you who know or don't know, are now owned by overseas operations, particularly in America, Germany and other areas. Churches, though, remain a key part of what we do. So we insure 97% plus of the Church of England churches in the UK, including, as I've said, all the cathedrals. Not only do we insure them, but we do the valuation work on those. We do some of the risk management work on those when we get along to them. And there are a lot of other church-related buildings that we also pick up. We insure 50% of the country's Grade 1 listed buildings, which is pretty unique. 8 of the top treasure houses in the UK, so the Blenheims, and that, I've been away at the moment, is Chatsworth. That's a frontage to Chatsworth House, which is another of our risks. And 9 of the built heritage, World Heritage sites in the UK. But those are only the icing on the cake. Those are the things that the iconic buildings that we all relate to, the old halls of this world. But we do a lot of insurance of what is, I guess, the landscape of the UK. It is the red brick houses. It is independent schools that go in there. It is villages. And I like to think of us really of ensuring what makes Britain Britain. And we think it's important that heritage is preserved and utilised. I think one of the themes that's come through very strongly today is actual utilisation of our heritage. It's not there just to maintain and be a pretty picture. It's there for the community to get involved in and to work with and to own at the end of the day. As a specialist, a little bit like UCL, we are investing in our people. So last year we started off a specialist training course for those involved in the insurance of heritage. But obviously heritage needs a much wider see looking after it. And it's for that reason really that we are focused on supporting UCL going forward. The specialists that you're growing and the opportunities that you're giving within this MSc course are there to protect, drive and grow the heritage sector for the benefit of those that come along in future generations, but also for those that are living today. And we've supported this programme since 2004, since the outset. And we've been very proud to be involved in the programme. Over that 10 years, our support has enabled 19 or so students to go through. And it's great to see the way they've turned into the heritage professionals that are actually making a difference And I've been, we lose touch a little bit, obviously, because this is not a close relationship that we have with our students. And I've come into this job sort of 18 months ago, so a slight change in career for me. And I hadn't got the background until today. And really, it's quite heartwarming to see the difference that is being made by you. In the ecclesiastical and UCL relationship, I think really there's a good marriage of two organisations with a desire and a commitment to do the right thing. I think that's very important. It is about doing the right thing as far as protecting and utilising our heritage is concerned. As such, I'm delighted to confirm that the ecclesiastical support for this programme has been renewed for a further 3 years, and we'll be putting an amount of £60,000 payable over those 3 years to put more students through the programme. The bursary really, I think, further deepens the excellent relationship we've got with UCL, as well as helping to extend the opportunity that we have in working together. And I think there is more opportunity that we've actually realised and recognised in the past, so I think we'll be working on that. Applications, I know, for the bursary are now open, and they'll be coming through. I know it's going to be a difficult choice in whoever gets onto that course, but I think you agree with me, it's great to have the opportunity to have the choice. So on that piece of good news, it really just remains for me to thank you for the invitation and the opportunity to listen to all the good work that's going on, and to be part of your celebrations today. And I look forward, and ecclesiastically look forward to working with you as we go forward over the coming years.
Before I hand back to Catherine, I'd just like